The Allgod
Now in his eye. Ought to use it.
You didn't bring but a single scurvy run. No wonder he cursed us. We're doomed.
You's the one brought soured wine. Curse is your fault as much as mine.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the Allgod, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
The Allgod, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the Allgod watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. Allgod said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this Allgod of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, Allgod, help a poor wretch in need. Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Oh, Allgod, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? How would that work? No answer from the Allgod. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
Sana pwede dalhin sa villagers tapos sila na bahala kung anong gagawin nila doon sa Allgod.
Wine. Or more like vinegar. Someone drank it anyway. Could follow the scent.
Holy shit. Kala ko tao lang.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the Allgod to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack, lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke, and suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, hmm? Demanding prayers and offerings, giving naught in return? I talk at least.
May little pala yung basa dun. Akala ko may little lang. Got an idea, I'm gonna kill you. So combat agad. Settle for humble offerings or die. So I think may chance to combat, may chance na hindi. Then final tell them. Pero paano once na kinausap ko yung peasants, matatapos dun yung quest. And then magpapatuloy na ganito pa rin na nang loloko pa rin siya or something. So I think I'm gonna go for number 2.
Listen here, lardass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
What?
Anything new?
Talk to your Allgod, face to face.
And? Will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you! I told you the Allgod's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
Mali, dahil pala pinatay ko na lang. Kasi kung mangyayari ganun pa rin eh, mag-offer pa rin sila mag-offer doon sa hindi naman talaga Diyos. Mali. Pero okay lang. Whatever.